I'm here with Colette Robicheau. She runs Organize Anything, so that basically means she can organize anything. So we thought we'd get some organizational tips for you. We're going to start out small. We're going to start with my personal closet. Here we go. That's my closet. How does this rate?
Basically, that looks pretty good. It looks like you're off to a good start. Oftentimes, when we do a closet rehab, as we call it, we come up with more things for you to wear. Because once we get rid of the other things, you actually can look at articles in a different way. I usually guarantee people a half a dozen to a dozen new things to wear by putting some things together. So don't be afraid. It's not all about getting rid of things. Sometimes it's about getting some things as well. Your closet is prime real estate. It's meant for the clothes we wear every day. So, you know, a lot of people are not wearing a lot of those clothes. They're wearing about 20% of those clothes in the closet, about 80% of the time. Tell me about your shoes, Heidi.
Well, there are a lot of shoes. Yes, I have the shoe disease, because not only do I have shoes here, but in the boxes there are shoes too, which is hard because then I forget to wear them.
Right.
Because like these have shoes in them.
And often people say about talk about keeping your shoes in your boxes, and it's a great idea if you have a lot of space, but sometimes that limits the space. One trick is to take a Polaroid picture and actually put it on the front of the box. That way you know your shoes. It's an old modeling trick that when you're setting up for the model events that they do that because they have so many to deal with. And one other thing I'm thinking of just while I see your shoes, one thing that can work well here as well to give you a little bit of extra room is if you go toe and heel. It just saves little bits of space, but in these ages of smaller rooms, there's 600 square foot condos and apartments. If you go toe heel, you're getting a half an inch, a half an inch, a half an inch. The other thing with some of us gals that have many pairs of black shoes, we want to see the toe and the heel, because if we just see the black, we don't always know what the shoe is.
What do you do with belts? I mean, this. It's just not.
Yeah, it's not
working for me.
This is not the same problem the guys have with storing their belts. Sometimes you can hang them on a rack on the back of the door, as you've already done with scarves and things like that. So that can work well. So that's a good way to deal with belts. But again, anything that we're piling, if we're piling on top of each other, it doesn't always work. One of the things here might be as simple as getting another shelf. So if you have another shelf, it'll change these piles and allow you to get to them a little bit better. And again, think, when did I wear them? Do I really need them? And do they fit me? Do I feel good in them?
Do people ever put like colors together? Like this is all black, this is all, is that a good thing to do?
Yeah,
or?
There's a couple ways to categorize. So it would be work wear, casual wear, leisure wear. And then the next way would be to divide it by shirts, pants, T-shirts, that sort of thing. Some people would divide work and leisure and that way, or you just divide them all together. All my pants are together, all my blouses, all my shirts. That makes it very easy as well.
Let's talk about some of the things you have here to help people organize their closets.
My personal preference, and with the image consulting courses that I've taken, they usually go with these. They're a basic retail hanger. I usually buy them at a retail store by the 100. They're clear in the closet, so you get that transparency. They have a lot of these things to go with it. You can buy them in a 15-inch for women, 17 for men, but the truth is you can buy one size and they can work for probably 15-inch for most of you and your family. So these can work for some of your shoes, but the truth is these can also work for a ton of things. These can work for accessories. They can work for gloves, mitts, your scarves. These could work for your bigger belts. They can work for all kinds of things. Now I brought one of these. This is called an under the bed container, and because of how small it is, these work well for that out of season stuff when we're doing the switch over to allow you more room.
And last but not least, baskets.
Yeah, label them when they're up there, so it's scarves, mitts, lingerie, whatever it might be. That way you know what's there if you need to pull it down. Labels. Label everything.
All right. Well, this is great. It's a good start for anyone who wants to organize their closet. So thank you very much for coming and taking a look at mine, and hopefully I can improve for